know something's happening here. You just don't know what it is, do you, Mr. Jones? If Sunday morning coming down, rattle Tom's cage, sent him into the loony bin, my song surely would have made him blow his brains out. Right there in the loony bin. Hopefully he didn't hear it. I just released an album of standards.
Good for you. Hell yeah!
All the songs usually done by singers like Michael Bublé, Harry Connick Jr. Maybe Brian Wilson's got a couple. Linda Ronstadt's done it. Rod, of course. Even Paul tried his hand at that stuff. But in the reviews of their records, it's different than the reviews of my records. You know, in their reviews, nobody says anything. In my reviews, people all just mention because they got to look under every stone when it comes to me. They got to mention all the songwriters' names. Well, that's okay with me. After all, they're great songwriters, and these are standards.
Woo!
I've seen reviews come in that mention all the songwriters in half the review, as if everybody knows them. Nobody's heard of them. Not this time, anyway. Buddy Kaye, Cy Coleman, Carolyn Lee, to name a few. But you know, I'm glad they mentioned their names. And you know what? I'm glad they got their names in the press.
Woo!
It might have taken some time to do it, but they're finally there. I wonder what it took so long.
Yep.
I only regret that they're not here to see it.
Yep.
Traditional rock and roll, we're talking about that. It's all about rhythm. Johnny Cash said it best, get rhythm when you get the blues. Very few black and roll bands today play with rhythm, they don't even know what it is. Rock and roll is a combination of blues, and that's a strange thing, made up of two parts. A lot of people don't know this, but the blues, which is American music, is not what you think it is. It's a combination of Arabic violins and Strauss valses. What do you think of that? But it's true. The other half of rock and roll has got to be hillbilly. That's a derogatory term, but it ought not to be. That's a term that includes the Delmore Brothers, Stanley Brothers, Roscoe Holcomb, Clarence Ashley, Gid Tanner and the Scandal Lickers, groups like that. Moonshine gone berserk and fast cars on dirt roads. That's the kind of combination that makes up rock and roll, and it can't be cooked up in a science laboratory or studio. You have to have the right kind of rhythm to play this kind of music. You can't hardly play the blues with having those other two kinds of music in you. You can fake it, but you can't really do it. Critics have made a career out of accusing me of having a career out of confounding expectations. Really. Because that's all I do. That's all I think about. Confounding expectations. That means, what do you do for a living, man? Oh, I confound expectations.
Yeah, man!
You're going to get a job. The man says, what do you do? Oh, I confound expectations. The man says, oh, you know, we already have that spot filled. Call us back, or don't call us, we'll call you.
Right?
Confounding expectations. What does that mean? Why me, Lord?
Why me?
I confound it, but I don't know how I do it. The Blackwood Brothers have been talking to me about making a record together. That might confound expectations, but it shouldn't. Of course it would be a gospel album. I don't think it would be anything ordinary for me. Not a bit. One of the songs I'm thinking of singing is Stand By Me. Singing with the Blackwood Brothers. Not Stand By Me, the pop song. No, the real Stand By Me. The real one goes like this. When the storms of life are raging, stand by me. When the storms of life are raging, stand by me. When the world is tossing me like a ship upon the sea, thou who rules the wind and water, stand by me. In the midst of tribulation, stand by me. In the midst of tribulation, stand by me. When the hosts of hell assail and my strength begins to fail, thou who's never lost a battle, stand by me. In the midst of fault and failure, stand by me. In the midst of fault and failure, stand by me. When I do the best I can and my friends don't understand, thou who knowest all about me, stand by me. That's
Yeah, man.
I like it better than the pop song. If I record one by that name, that's going to be the one. I'm also thinking of recording a song, I mean, not an album though. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood.
Oh, please.
Anyway, why me, Lord? What did I do? Anyway, I'm proud to be here tonight for Music Cares. I'm honored to have all these artists singing my songs. There's nothing like that. Great artists. You could pay them to song and honor you like that. Most of them I know actually, and they're all within. They're all singing the truth, and you can hear it in their voices. I'm proud to be here tonight for Music Cares. I think a lot of this organization, they've helped many people, many musicians who have contributed a lot to our culture. I'd like to personally thank them for what they did for a friend of mine, Billy Lee Riley. A friend of mine who they helped for 6 years when he was down and couldn't work. Billy was a son of a rock and roll artist, and he was a true original. He did it all. He played, he sang, he wrote. He would have been a bigger star, but Jerry Lee came along. And you know what happens when someone like that comes along. You just don't stand a chance. So Billy became what was known in the industry, a condescending term, by the way, as a one-hit wonder.
Oh, shit.
But sometimes, just sometimes, once in a while, a one-hit wonder can make a more powerful impact than a recording star who's got 20 or 30 hits behind him. And Billy's hit song was called Red Hot, and it was red hot. It could blast you out of your skull and make you feel happy about it, change your life. And he did it with style and grace. You won't find him in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's not there. Metallica is. ABBA is. Mamas and the Papas, I know they're there. Jefferson Airplane, Alice Cooper, Steely Dan. I've got nothing against metal. Soft rock, hard rock, psychedelic pop. I got nothing against any of that stuff. But after all, it is called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Billy Lee Riley, not there. Yet. I'd seen him a couple of times a year. We'd always spend time together. He was on the Rockabilly Festival Nostalgia Circuit. And we'd cross paths now and again. We'd always spend time together. He was a hero of mine. I'd heard Red Hot. I must have been only 15 or 16 when I did. And it's impressed me to this day. I never get tired of listening to it. Never got tired of watching Billy Lee perform either. We spent time together just talking and playing into the night. He was a deep, truthful man. He wasn't bitter or nostalgic. He just accepted it. He knew where he had come from, and he was content with who he was. And then one day he got sick. And like my friend John Mellencamp would sing, because John sings the truth today. One day you get sick and you don't get better. That's from a song of his called Life is Short, Even on Its Longest Day. It's one of the better songs of the last few years, actually. Ain't lying. And I ain't lying when I tell you that. Music Cares paid for my friend's doctor bills, mortgage, and gave him spending money. And they were able to make his life at least comfortable, tolerable until the end. And that is something that can't be repaid. And any organization that would do that would have to have my blessing. I'm gonna get out of here now. I'm gonna put an egg in my shoe and beat it. I probably left out a lot of people and said too much about some, but that's okay. Like the spiritual song, I'm still just crossing over Jordan too. Let's hope we meet again sometime, and we will. If, like Hank Williams says, the good Lord willing and the creek don't rise.
Dylan, ladies and gentlemen. And I will tell you, you just witnessed history, because this doesn't happen often. The music's not done. I have 2 words for you. Neil Young.